Hello, welcome to Bokchai Aviation. Today we'll be doing an airport update on Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. This update will be a vintage update of September 11, 2001, which will be a really interesting date. Now, I picked the time of 5 p.m. to say that all the airplanes right now have been grounded and Atlanta is right now in a state of emergency where they do not have any gate spaces. This might not be realistic, but I chose this to show all the cool 90s models. So let's start off with here at the end of the runway, a Tower Air Boeing 747-100. He was a scheduled flight between, let's say, New York and Sao Paulo, and because of the grounding, he had to be taken out of service. Next up, Aero L1011. He's actually a scheduled airplane to come here from Atlanta. He just came in from Salt Lake City and it just been going to the cargo terminal. Next up is an Air Jamaica A340 in the new colors. He just came in from he was supposed to go to New York, but he had to come here. Next up, we found for the international terminal, we have a British Airways 747-400 in the Animals and Trees livery. He's just getting some passengers off and cargo, and he's going to be trying to get returned back to Great Britain, to London Heathrow. Next up is Lufthansa A340 300 in the old colors. He just came in from Frankfurt, and he actually is going to stay for a few hours trying to get back. Next up is a Varag MD-11. He just came in from Sao Paulo, and he'll be returning back to Sao Paulo. Next up is right now, it's just been delivered to Delta Airlines Boeing 777-200 in the Boeing colors. He just needs to get a new paint job, and he'll return back to Atlanta Hearts. And he's going to be going to, let's say, Paris Charles de Gaulle. Up here is a beautiful model that we just received, that I just got. KLM MD-11 in the old colors. Beautiful model. He'll be returning to Amsterdam Schiphol. Now for the passengers, we have now for another airplane right in the back. He just had to divert from Chicago. He was a scheduled American MD-11 from Chicago O'Hare to Panama City. He just had to be rerouted to here. Here's an Aerosur 747-400 in the, I think it's the bison livery, Super Tourism livery. He just came from Bolivia, and he was supposed to go to New York. Next up is a Land Chile 767-300 in the new colors. He just came in. He was scheduled airplane between Chile and Washington, D.C. Up next for Terminal 5 is Southwest Airlines 400 in the New Mexico livery with the old tail registration. He just came in from, he's actually a scheduled airplane. He just came in from Phoenix. For another Delta airplane, we have a Delta 767-400 again, and he hasn't been painted and he was scheduled to go to Salt Lake City, but sadly he had to retreat back to the airport. Okay, next up is the Southwest Airlines 737-400 in the old colors. He just came in from Chicago O'Hare, and then we'll be going to Minneapolis. Next up is again another beautiful model that just came, that I just got. Delta Airlines and L1011 in the new colors. He just came in from Quebec, Canada, and he will be returning back to Quebec. Here is an airplane that's been grounded from the grounded and diverted. Frontier Airlines 737-400 in the, I don't know what to say, what livery, because I think this one's discontinued. He just came in from Denver and we'll turn back to Denver. Here's a Thai A340-600, and he just came in from, he was a scheduled flight between to New York, and he came from Thailand. This is a very cool flight because this is the first A340-600 in an update. So for the next flight arriving in, we have very nice selection. We have America West Ohio livery 757. He was going to Miami but had to divert back to come here to Atlanta. He just came in, so nice. Here's a scheduled Pan Am A310. He was scheduled to Miami and Atlanta, so that's fine. Here is an airplane, US Airways 737-800 without the winglets. 800 without the winglets. He just came in from Washington, D.C. while returning to Washington, D.C. Here's up another Frontier 737-400. Again, I don't know what livery this is. It looks like a geese, so he's a scheduled flight between Denver and Atlanta. Up there in the terminal is a scheduled flight, Alaskan Airlines 737-700 700 without winglets. He just came in from Portland and will return back to Portland. Next up is America West A320. He just came in from Los Angeles. Let's say he was from Phoenix to New York. Another Southwest 737-700 in the California Bear livery. He just came in from, let's be funny and say he just came in from Los Angeles and he came into New York. He just getting his luggage and he'll returning back to Cali if he can. Next up is a Phoenix Suns 757-200 in the Phoenix Suns livery. He just came in from Chicago O'Hare in Atlanta. He's a scheduled flight, so not like the Ohio livery, but that's good. Up next is a beautiful airplane that is scheduled. Is a Frontier A319 in the old colors. He just came in from Denver again, and he was turning back to Denver. Up next is an ATA 757-200 in the 25th anniversary. He was a scheduled flight between Miami and I forgot the hub of Miami and Philadelphia. Next up is Gulf Air A330-200 in the new livery, and he just came in from. He just was a scheduled flight to New York. He had to come back here to Atlanta because of the grounding. Up next is four beautiful lineups Southwest 737-400. One in the old livery, and one in the Nevada one, old classic livery. The first 737, he's going to Phoenix. The other one's going to Chicago. The Nevada one's going to New York. And this one is going to, I believe he's going to, very hard to think of it, Charlotte. So he's gonna have a beautiful flight. Up next is a US Airways BAE 146 in the old colors. He was a scheduled flight between Atlanta and New York. Up next is a scheduled America West A320 from Phoenix to Atlanta. He's about to leave, but he cannot because the runway is filled up. Up next is US Airways 767-200. He just getting some meals up. He needs to get back to New York, but he can't. Here's one of my most favorite models now, Delta Airlines 737-200 in the old colors. He's just getting loaded up and he's supposed to be going to Savannah, Georgia. Up here, just landed, is a Aeroflot from Moscow and 124. He just arrived in and he was supposed to be going to Chicago here. And finally, to end off the video, we have two American 727s, 200s. One came from New York and the other one came from Miami. And for finale, it's United Airlines 727 in the battleship livery. He's just getting some passengers off, loading up, and he's going to be leaving very soon. And finally, kind of another new model, Transworld Airways 727-200. I wish I can get more Transworld 7 airplanes, because Transworld Airlines, if you did not know, had a lot of airplane. They had a hub here in Atlanta, and American, when they merged with them, they gave it to Delta. So that's why I need more TWAs. Well, okay, he'll be going to the United's going to New York, and the TWA will be going to St. Louis. Okay, thank you for watching this Box Aviation video. This is my first airport update vintage model one. Now, for the next time we do a model update, I think next we're gonna do Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, if I'll think of it. So thank you and goodbye.